Hello everyone, my name is Zach. I am the Traveling Man, and folks, look where we are today. We finally made it. It's finally time. I've been looking forward to this for a long time, but it's finally embarkation day here on the brand new Celebrity Beyond. We're here in Rome, about to embark on a 9-day voyage all around the Mediterranean. We start in Rome and we go all the way to Barcelona, where we'll debark 9 days from now. So if you're ready, I have a very exciting adventure planned for you. We're back in the Mediterranean. We're on Celebrity Cruises, this brand new ship. So let's get this adventure started. So we're gonna get right into it today. I'm gonna walk you around. There's a lot of the ship I still haven't seen. The time is currently 3:30 p.m. I got on the ship, I think, right around noon. I had to get a haircut, I had to get lunch, I had to take a nap because I flew right over here from the US overnight. So just now getting caught up, just now gonna walk around and see some of the new things that the Beyond has to offer. So come along with me and let's check out some of the new things, check out how beautiful this ship is. So this is just the Beyond's 4th cruise. It's been about a month now since it had its inaugural voyage, but you see the ship is so new that they're actually still painting portions of it out here. Some of the artwork along the outer deck, still getting some fresh paint. This is the largest resort pool deck on any Celebrity cruise ship. They made a lot of changes for this, and we'll go down there and walk around and show you some of the changes. But right off from up here, I'll zoom in and show you they added additional seating. They added a lot of sunken seating around. You can see some right down here as well, right below me. Then of course there's always some kind of art centerpiece here on the resort pool deck, and this year it is an elephant standing on top of a man, just showing you know, sometimes the weight of the world feels like it's on our shoulders, especially the last couple of years. So I think that Celebrity is sort of keeping that in mind with this art installation here on the main resort pool deck. But a very cool place. They've also added more seating back there in the back near the pool bar. Also new for the Beyond is the mast bar. They've added this up here on deck 15, is where we're currently at right now. So we're gonna go for it and head right to the part of the ship that I was most excited to see. The aft section here on deck 15, the rooftop garden and the sunset bar have been completely reimagined over what was on the Edge and the Apex. So let's check this out and see what all is new. First of all, we see that the walking track is a little bit shorter than it was on the other ships, because before it would have went on toward the aft a little bit more. But they've done this for a couple of different reasons. They've also added these plunge pools that you see here right off the side of the ship. And then here is the rooftop garden area. It's been expanded a little bit. It looks like there's more free space around here. There's also various different types of seating. It's not the same type of seating that they use on the Apex and the Edge. Also a bit different here on the Beyond compared to the Apex and Edge is the rooftop garden grill. It's still in the same location, but it's not as exposed. Before it was really open to the elements and it'd be a very windy experience. However, you can see they have added these glass panels now, so it does feel more like an enclosed restaurant. It doesn't feel like you're just on the top of the ship and you're just subject to all the elements, so that's cool. I'm actually going to be dining here tomorrow night, the second night of the cruise, so make sure you check back to get my review of that. But a very nice eatery here, again on the aft of deck 15. So there's a lot different back here on the sunset bar. First of all this additional seating that they've added. They've actually added this Again, a sort of little overhang deck. Down there's those plunge poles that I mentioned, and then here all along the side of that, running all the way back on the back of the ship, is additional seating back there. In addition to all the seating that they have here, just along the edges of the walls and the walkway. And I really like the look of this. See how they've redone the menu. That's really nice. I could see this being a very cool place to come and sit, you know, at sail away. You're coming back here to watch. You have a great view of the aft of the ship here, and down there's more of that seating that they've added. And it goes all the way down to deck 14, and the seating down there is actually seating off the back of Ocean View Cafe, which is the buffet. So you can bring your food out there and eat it. So pretty cool how these two areas now sort of merge. You can go from the Sunset Bar area down to the Ocean Cafe area or vice versa. So much more seating back here. I love the aesthetic though. This is really good vibes back here on the Sunset Bar now. And then we'll actually see the bar itself, which has been completely reimagined. This was redone by Nate Berkus. Completely different from what was on the Apex and the Edge. The Apex and Edge just had a sort of a walk-up bar that you would come to, but this has a very Moroccan-inspired feel. Looks like they might be having some live music back here. But what a great place to hang out, to sit, and then enjoy a drink, to hang out with friends back here. And again, it's all about the views. The aft view of a ship is my favorite. So look at the view that you get back here. Just imagine sitting back here at Sailaway, looking off the back of the ship. Today we're in port with a Costa ship. There's the Wonder of the Seas. That's the largest cruise ship in the world right there, Royal Caribbean's brand new ship. And then we have this ship over here, the Carnival Pride. Carnival Pride is currently on a 12 or 14 day voyage from Barcelona. Wonder of the Seas sort of does they home port here in Rome and in Barcelona. So you can get on the ship in either Barcelona or Rome and do a 7-day sailing. And then of course, Celebrity Beyond. Interesting that Royal Caribbean International, Royal Caribbean Group, actually owns, of course, Royal Caribbean and Celebrity Cruise Lines. So both of their brand new ships are in the same port today, which is cool. I'll give you a panoramic sweep here off the back of the ship of Civitavecchia. It's the port here, the Port of Rome, Port of Civitavecchia. They're actually about 45 minutes from downtown Rome, so it is a hike out here to this port. I rode up from the airport today, and it took 45 minutes to an hour to get up here. And the seating continues here alongside. This is now the other side of Rooftop Garden Grill, but you see all this nice seating they have added back here again on the aft section of the ship. So that's nice. A lot more places to sit, to hang out, to take in the views of the ocean here on the Beyond. Again, they just basically eliminated that walking track, which on the other ships would have been right through here where I'm walking now. And now there's just more places to sit. Behind this door is the retreat. This is an exclusive area only for those guests staying in suites. So unfortunately, I do not have access to that. But there are major changes to the retreat here on the Beyond above what was on the Edge and the Apex. So fortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to see those. I'll do my best and see what I can do. But probably not going to be able to take a look at the retreat this cruise. But if you've stayed in the retreat before, I have not. But just know that things might be a little bit different than what you were used to before. So actually one other change here on the resort pool deck are the cabanas. The cabanas used to be on the other side over there in the walkway. They've actually been added though to this side. So they're here by the pool now. They're not so far removed from the pool. This area has also been expanded with additional seating. There's an additional bar over there right beside the pool. And the bar itself is a little bit different than what was on Apex and Edge. So for a little bit of wayfaring, here's the art gallery on deck 5 forward, just near the forward elevators. Just back from that, on Edge and Apex, this was all just a dark wall. It just continued all the way down there to the atrium section and across from all on 5. But now it's open, and it is the world-class bar. This is a really neat addition. I saw this earlier when I was walking around. Very classy. It seems like a place you'd want to hang out, maybe on elegant evening or any evening at that matter, before dinner, to have a drink. It opens up directly to the main atrium here on the Beyond, which has been expanded and changed a little bit itself. So now the grand chandelier here has been added to the center of the room. The Martini Bar below is also in the center of the room, and seating has been arranged accordingly. So a big difference here. I really like it. I feel like it opens up the atrium and makes it feel a lot bigger than the other one. It doesn't feel as closed up. I love how there's seating all around. A great place just to sit, socialize, maybe hang out while you're waiting on dinner or after dinner. And then of course, the world-class bar here, serving top shelf liquors, cocktails, things like that. So another thing I think is different in this atrium is this walkway. I'm on deck 5 still. Over there is Fine Cut Steakhouse, but there's now this walkway that goes from this side to that side, and it's sort of like a sky bridge here. If we look down into the atrium, see it's like a bridge over the atrium, which is really cool, and it looks really, really classy. I like it. I believe this is new. I don't think it was like this. I think before on deck 5, you walked around here by this wall. So pretty cool that they've made a little bridge here in the atrium. Check out my crib real quick. I was upgraded using the move up program to an aqua class room. I had one of these on the Edge back in January, loved it, so excited to try it out here. Just a quick look at the bathroom. It's the standard bathroom like they have on all the Edge class ships. I do like that the color scheme's a little bit different. It was purple on the Apex and the Edge, and they have like this orange going on here. In this stateroom, pretty much the same layout that I've had on all the ships I've been on. I purposely picked the layout to be like this because I like it the best, but you can have it for the bed to be over by the window, and I know some people like that, but I like having this space to feel like it's separate when I want to walk over to the infinite veranda. So I always like the bed to be here by the door in the bathroom. I don't know, it's just a personal preference, I guess, but you can have the room oriented over here. So let's let down the window, the best part of the room, and let the warm Rome day in. Civitavecchia, the port of Civitavecchia here in Italy. So we're getting loaded up. You can see folks boarding down there through that building. It's the building that we came in. Very quick boarding process. I'll talk about that in a minute. And you can see they're loading on our supplies here. I'm here near the aft of the ship. So right down there is the, just out of the Eden Cafe. So I'm here right near the aft. And you can actually see deck 5 down there below my room. So yeah, this is my stateroom for this cruise. Like I said, aqua class. Everything's pretty much the same over here. You got the charging box here for your outlets. You got face masks. Interestingly, they didn't give hand sanitizer this time. And then also, they've already delivered my tickets. I have an excursion, 9-night cruise. I have an excursion for every port. So you want to come back and check out all those exciting ports we're going to. So yeah, I'll do a full room review of this in a later video, but just wanted to show you my stateroom for this cruise. So I wanted to share some initial thoughts as I walk around and as I see these things, just to tell you really my first honest thoughts of this ship. And I'll go back to the first time I walked on board Celebrity Apex, because that was my first Celebrity Cruises experience. September 2021, I went to Greece to sail on the Apex, actually during her inaugural season also. I was just amazed because I'd never seen a ship like that before, so everything was a wow moment for me, right? And then I sailed the Edge this past January, and it was the same. It was still like a work of art, very much so with Beyond too. I don't think I can ever replicate that wow experience that I had on Apex, just because I'd never been on a Celebrity cruise before and seen how amazing their ships are. But this ship, the new additions are absolutely wow. I love that Sunset Bar edition. That might actually, the more I hang out there this week and the more I go up there and see it and walk by it and walk through it, that might actually end up rivaling Eden as one of my favorite places on the ship. I love that. Those plunge pools look awesome there off the side of the ship. I love all the additional seating that they've added, not only at the Sunset Bar, but all around the ship. I think that's very needed. Now, we are only sailing this cruise with about 900 people. As I mentioned earlier, I did get my haircut when I got on board, and the barber was actually telling me only 900 people this cruise. They had double that, 1,800 last cruise. So I think as the ships slowly work back up to capacity, which is around 3,000 for this ship, that extra seating is absolutely going to be needed. So I'm glad to see that they've added that. I love all the new art that they've added, and I love the new world-class bar. I love the new design of the atrium. Just an amazingly beautiful ship. The Apex was beautiful. This is an improvement on that. The ship's bigger than the Apex and Edge. It's taller and longer than those. It has those additional venues. So Celebrity Beyond is my new favorite cruise ship, beating out the Apex. Now, I did get upgraded this cruise to the Aqua Class. I did that through the Move Up program, so I paid, I think, $450 total for Aqua Class. So gonna be able to check out the spa too later this week. Gonna be eating at Blue most nights of the cruise. I am gonna be trying out Le Voyage. I did not show that this video, but Le Voyage is on deck 4. We didn't walk by it, but we'll see it in a future video. I'll tell you all about it and show you it. Gonna be dining at Rooftop Garden Grill tomorrow night, so there's gonna be a lot to come from the Celebrity Beyond. Make sure you check out my website, ZachTheTravelingMan.com, to see my thoughts on that. Make sure to subscribe here on the channel for more videos to come. It's pretty cool to see so many other ships here in port, other American cruise lines here in port, not just Celebrity, but also Carnival here. And then of course the largest cruise ship in the world, the Wonder of the Seas. That just goes to show you how popular cruising in Europe has become. I noticed that this year and over the next couple of years in the summer, more and more cruise lines are sending more and more of their ships over here to sail the Mediterranean. So highly encourage you, if you've never sailed in Europe, the Mediterranean, make sure you do that, because in my opinion, it's cruising at its best. And I'm even going to broaden my horizons beyond that and start sailing in all regions of the world over the next couple of few years. So I encourage you to get outside of your Caribbean comfort box and come over here and check out the Mediterranean sometime. One of the other cool things about selling this ship, a brand new ship, is the new ship smell. It's like that new car smell. Literally everywhere you go, the new carpet, the new elevators, everything is a new ship smell, and it's awesome. Since it is an embarkation day, they are offering embarkation day specials for specialty dining. For the Fine Cut Steakhouse and the Chefs and Family Experience, they were offering a 30% off. I think the Rooftop Garden Grill was included in that also. They said today only, but I'm not sure. I think A large reason why they're doing it too is because there's only 900 people on board, so they're trying to get people to spend more of their money. However, I'm already booked for Le Voyage, and I already have the rooftop garden grill booked. And since I am in blue, I do love blue. Blue is like a specialty dining experience in and of itself. So I think I'm covered there. So I didn't want to book up a whole lot of specialty dining experiences because I want to eat in blue as much as I can, since that is a part of the aqua class that I did pay to upgrade into. So the only thing that might change that is Eden. I do love Eden. And I always want to try to eat at Eden, and I know that they have the same menu they had at Apex, which I loved, so I really want to try Eden, so we'll see if I get there at some point in the week. But did want to mention Embarkation Day Special. If you want to risk it and check when you get on board if they have reservations, you sometimes can get a discount on the first day. Well, good evening. It's now several hours after the last time I talked to you. It's almost 10 p.m. and I'm ready for bed. I've been up for over 24 hours, flew in the same day of the cruise. So I'm just extremely tired and going to get to bed. I did want to finish this video out though, talking a little bit about the embarkation process and the Celebrity transfers, because I did book my flights through Celebrity when I booked the cruise. I would recommend that you check that out. I was talking to a couple earlier here on board and telling them, you know, you can essentially price it on their website before you don't even have to have a cruise booked with Celebrity to see how much the flight might be. So go on there and play with that if you're going to be selling with them to see. You might be able to get the airfare cheaper. I know that I got a great deal on the airfare by booking it through Celebrity. I think it was something like 30% off because they do get chartered rates. So better rates than are advertised by the airline. So booked my flights through Celebrity. So I went ahead and booked the Celebrity transfers with that. And I wasn't extremely pleased with the transfers. My first time doing that, last time when I came over to Europe and was in Athens, I actually just got my own private transportation to take me to the port, and I wish I had done that in Rome. So essentially, when they gave me my documents for boarding, it said that the transfers would start at 9:30. My plane landed at 8:30, so I had about an hour to kill. So when I got there just before 9:30, they actually said, no, the first bus today is at 10:15. So a little bit of incorrect information. Normally wouldn't be that big of a deal, but I had just flown all night. I was tired. So I had to go sit in a corner of an airport and wait for essentially like almost another hour, 45 minutes for the bus to be ready. So when the bus finally did get there, we sat on the bus. We never did leave. And it's about a 60 to 75 minute ride from the Rome airport to the port in Civitavecchia. So it takes a bit, and my appointment check-in time to get on the ship was 11:30. So I was afraid I was going to be a little bit late, and they kept waiting and waiting, and ultimately it was just waiting for one person. Very slow service, and I can, you know, ignore that and excuse that. That's fine. I'm glad that we waited for the additional person. I wouldn't want to be that person running late to find out my group had left me. However, it would have been nice had they actually started when the paperwork said they would start, for that way people can make their plans accordingly. So I didn't like that. But I did like, once I got to the port area itself, once I walked into the building for check-in, I never stopped walking. I just handed my paperwork, they checked it, went through the metal detectors, put my bags through security, went to another table, they showed them my passport and my express pass to get on the ship, and they said, all right, walk out the door here and get on the ship. So no wait for anything here at check-in. It was a breeze. It's been a great first day, a great embarkation day. I hope that you've enjoyed all that you've seen in this video. I tried to show you some of the highlights, some of the new things. Gonna be a lot of food. This cruise gonna be a lot of ports. So a lot of content coming your way from the Celebrity Beyond. So make sure you go down below and subscribe. Make sure you check out my website for even more content. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next adventure tomorrow from our first port stop in Naples, Italy. Good night, everybody.